or would you talk to like a lieutenant who would like run it up the mob flagpole?
I would go to I would go to the owner of the hotel direct, and everybody would get mad at me that I just cut the line. But it was a lot easier.
What would you be doing if you weren't doing a drag show in Las Vegas, being a multi-millionaire, building a $10 million house overlooking a lake without
I would
fishing
rather be an entertainer in Vegas because I love Vegas, and I'd have to be the mayor here if I wasn't an entertainer. But I would rather be a mailman or a car salesman or something in Vegas before I did anything else anywhere else.
So you love it. You really love Vegas. You like Pahrump. You like Henderson.
No, I don't like Pahrump.
You like Zizix.
I like Henderson, Green Valley.
So you
What's
really
Zizix?
It's just some road when you drive here from well, you've been here a long time. If you drive here from LA, it says it's Zizix Road. ZZYX. Is that right? ZZYZX.
What the hell are you driving for? All your money. You don't have a private plane yet?
All my money. Shit. Are you married?
Am I married?
Yeah. Can you get married in Las Vegas?
You can't
Nevada?
get married in Las Vegas. Oh, you could, but it's not legal.
You can't have a same-sex marriage?
Mm-mm.
It's just fucking absurd to me. Do you have a...
They let Liza do it. That's the only one.
Did David Guest?
Right.
Oh, my God. Nobody...
Imagine
was anybody
her father was gay, her husband was gay.
And yeah.
No wonder she was mean to me.
What is it about?
She thought I was straight.
There's some gay celebrities that we won't be able to name because we will get our fucking balls sued.
Really? I think the gay people do this. I think the gay people take all the nice-looking people and want to put them on their team. You know?
Brad Pitt?
Yeah, you don't see them all
girlfriend.
over. I was going to say person, and then I realized that person's gay.
Frank Sinatra Jr., honey, he's one of ours.
That's right. And you know, it's really funny, like, when you say names like that, I forget I got to meet Frank Sinatra, which is weird now. Or I got on a lot of TV shows, sitcoms, because, I'll make it up, like Fran Drescher and The Nanny. She was in my show just as a regular person before she was a celebrity. I forget how long I'm here that these are before these people were stars.
She was in the audience.
She just knew of me. So when they needed a drag queen, she knew to call me. Just David Hasselhoff called me to be on Baywatch. I never had to audition for a job because these people just saw this Vegas show and remembered when they said, let's use a drag queen for this scene. That would be funny. Blah, blah, blah. So I forget how long I'm here that so many people, before they were famous, may have come with their husbands, wives, or girlfriends to the show.
David Hasselhoff tried to fuck me in an El Torito once.
Well, when I got him in drag in the episode, you would have had a good time.
Really? I was very uncomfortable. I guess now you got me thinking about being sued. What if when I guest host your show, I just say, can we talk the entire time? Is Joan going to sue you because I'm guest hosting your show?
No, but if she sues you, it could be great press for everybody.
Yeah, I'm all about the press.
Me too.
I'm more obsessed with drag queens talking shit to each other like in a locker room, like jock snapping towels.
That's RuPaul's Drag Race.
This is the best. But the ones on your show specifically, who gives you the most trouble?
Britney Spears.
It's always Britney.
It's Britney, because Britney is one of the best.
It's Britney,
Britney's
bitch.
one of the luckiest. There's like three.
Why luckiest?
There's three because he was lucky. He got to be on America's Got Talent. Some people are blessed to know what to do and how to move their career forward.
Does
and
he
some
eat?
people, no. I think he had a Tic Tac last week.
It got stuck in his throat. That's what his Adam's apple is. It's a Tic Tac. And so Diana Ross has been in the show a long time.
Diana Ross is the only one that started with me day one.
And that's in the booklet. There's a lot of people that were, like you said, were stars, and now they're no longer in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like Helen Reddy.
Helen Reddy.
Fucking person is Helen Reddy.
We had Leslie Ann Warren singing Chicago, Illinois from that movie. You remember?
Some guys have it easy, though, Frank. Like, if you're doing Liza, there's a lot to work with. If you're doing
Cher, Liza, those have Patti LaBelle.
A lot to work with.
Yes.
And if you're doing, like, Shania Twain.
A new one would be, I would love to put Carrie Underwood. But Carrie Underwood is any beautiful blonde with straight hair. Are you doing Britney? Are you doing Carrie? Are you doing the girl from Dancing with the Stars? What's her name? Juliana Hough? You know, they all look alike. Are you Jewel? Are you?
It's kind of racist. You think all blondes look alike.
Yeah.
So who's going to be Are you Jewel? Jewelicious. Who's going to be the next person? Who do you see right now that's about to? Because I will say this: to be done in drag is an all-time achievement for a female performer. If a guy is dressing up at you like you in a bar where there's drag night, you've made it.
I think that's why
there's nobodies in drag.
I think that's why I clicked with Patti Stanger. I impersonated her on the show.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And
tell me about
here's
your
how I got to really get along great with her. She did her thesis in college on a friend of mine in drag.
Really?
Who had since passed away. But what are the chances? So she treated me fantastic. I mean, fantastic.
So how many dates did you meet? Or I definitely want to circle back to Toddlers and Tiaras, and we'll tie it all up. We'll tie it together because Toddlers and Tiaras, fascinated with the show. It's the best. So when you go on Millionaire Matchmaker, there's like 40 guys they put in front of you to pick from, right?
Yes.
And there's like probably 30 guys right away. You go, oh, hell no.
Yes. And
do you tell them to their face?
No, because I'm nice that way. But what happens is she picks, your group of guys, and you go.
What were your requirements? Forgive me for interrupting.
She'll ask you a celebrity crush, and I made the mistake of saying Ryan Seacrest and Taylor Lautner.
Why is that a mistake?
Well, because Ryan Seacrest, there was a lot of older blondes that shouldn't have been there. And then
but Ryan Seacrest,
Taylor Lautner made me look like a child molester saying that because he's young. But I didn't mean that. I didn't realize his age.
You meant a guy that looks like a werewolf with nice pecs. That's
right.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well, they didn't get that.
A guy with weird pupils because he's half wolf.
So they give me this group, and out of the group, I was funny, though, because I was like, instead of picking out of this group you gave me, you'd think I could have the other millionaire. She goes, I love it. Hold on. And she went to ask the other millionaire, but he was straight. And I'm like, so dump the bitch and make the switch.
Yeah, man.
You're a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. That makes two millionaires.
How weird is it?
I'm not marrying you for your money.
Yeah, you got your own money. He's building his own house.
That's
not
right.
on a lake.
That's right. We could have a summer home.
How weird is it to be on a date surrounded by cameras?
Very weird, because here's how it really works. Okay, let's say we're on a date. We're doing our thing, and all of a sudden they go, cut. And then you get grabbed by a producer and I get grabbed by a producer, and they call it, I love this word, they put you on ice. I'm like, what the hell is ice? You're not allowed to talk to the other person. They don't want you like really making plans and planning to hook up unless they're going to catch it on film.
But then why do they cut? Are they running out of film?
If they have to change the battery or whatever, they cut, and then the producers grab you, and they literally
it's like being a juror.
Yeah,
they got to sequester
That's
you.
exactly what it was like. It was the weirdest experience for me.
So then you meet your date again. So let's say it's you and I. We're sitting across from each other. We're hitting it off. I love your eyes. Long Island. I'm from Jersey. We're both East Coast guys. You're gay. I'm straight. Okay. And now I go in another room. You go in another room.
Right. And then when you do your sit-downs after, they try to make you say mean things. Like they wanted me to say he was drinking a lot. They wanted me to say...
So they coach you?
Well, no. I know what they're doing because I'm in show business, but other people would just fall for it. So you were really upset with the way he was drinking so much, right? And I'd be, well, it didn't bother me. It wasn't me drinking. I had to be nice because I don't want somebody to go, what a prick. And then that's not going to sell a ticket to my show. And she tried every way she could. And she finally shuts off the camera. She goes, you're not going to say anything nasty, are you? And I said, no, I can't.
Patty said this.
No, the producer.
Oh, okay.
Who was feeling, and I wasn't going to say anything nasty because.
And did you wind up going on another date with this man?
No, but I ended up coming off really nice on the show. And a friend of mine down the street, Anthony Cools, had done the show. He's a hypnotist. He did the show and was very rude, and he thought it would be funny to act like he was poor, and it backfired. And even the shows are angry at him. The hotels are angry at him. It was not a good experience.
I can't believe the repercussions.
And they almost didn't let me do it. Caesars Entertainment is very powerful. They almost did not let me do it because they didn't want this same thing to happen. And I said, we're two different people. Let me just do my thing my way. And it worked out.
You are like this beacon of positivity. Like every time I've seen your show, you go and you sign autographs and you do T-shirts in the lobby for all your fans. But you don't keep the money for the shirts; it all goes to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
A lot of the money for certain products go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Yeah.
And then when we came in here, we couldn't get started right away. What's that, honey?
Oh, nothing.
When we came in here, we didn't get started right away because you were in like a Cinderella gown, sitting on an ottoman, surrounded by gift baskets that were being distributed to the homeless.
Right.
Now, do you think there's a homophobe homeless guy going, I'm not taking a gift basket from a fucking gay guy?
You know what? I bet there probably is.
And then they're like, well, you know what? It's got Fun Dip in it. You know what? I don't care if he's gay. Give me the bag.
Right.
Give me the bag with Fun Dip. Because one of those bags, I'm looking at some of these bags, Fun Dip. If I'm a starving homeless man, Fun Dip.
I'm going to tell you, I donate so much stuff
to like
jar
of peanut butter?
Goodwill and Salvation Army that I'm thinking one day I'm going to be driving and see some homeless lady in this gorgeous, sexy Bob Mackie gown and go, you know what? She looked good. And then she'll be in People magazine who wore it best, her or Kim Kardashian.
No, it'll be him or you. It'll be her or you.
Me or him. Oh, my Lord. And he'll probably win.
If you could...
Because, being homeless, then they probably didn't eat for days and
They can
got
fit into
skinny,
it.
and I gained.
They don't have to say, help zip me up.
Oh my
They
God!
just
One guy
they
came
just
up to me and
jump
says,
into
"I
it.
haven't eaten in 4 days," and I'm like, "I wish I had your willpower."
Me too. It's unbelievable how skinny. I don't understand. I like to eat too much, and I like to eat things that are bad. How do you stay in shape? Or do you just say, now that I own the show, I don't have to stay in shape?
I actually
Make my dresses bigger.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Usually I watch who I eat, what I eat, and no, You're right. Now that I'm the boss, I did gain 20 pounds, and I have to lose it. It's not funny. I'm on a very strict gym regimen. And I will do it because I'm determined.
I've always been fat. You're almost like Kiss back in the day because you can be super famous. You get your own show, and you're famous in this room and in the hallway. And then you come out of drag, and then you're Frank Marino. No one knows who you are. It's got to be the greatest way to be famous.
No. These people are bullshitting you when they tell you, we don't like being bothered. You love. That's the best part. 28 years doing drag, nobody knows who I am. I'm in a costume. It's like being a circ act. Nobody's going to know what you look like outside. That one damn episode with Patty that they rerun every hour on the hour for whatever reason. It must have been the only gay episode they ever did. But I go to Hawaii and people go, "Oh my God, I saw you a millionaire." I go to New York. I'm thinking one episode last year, and you remember that? I think because I also look like Michael Jackson when I'm not in drag.
I think you look more like Jimmy Fallon. I'll be honest with you.
Do you really?
I really do.
I can see it.
Angie, you're a relatively straight guy. What was you're sexually ambiguous, Angie? What did you think Frank looks like when he's not in drag? Jimmy Fallon, more than Michael Jackson. I think you wish you were Michael Jackson.
Oh, I wish I had his money.
Because who knows how much money he had.
Well, I heard since he died, he made billions.
Yeah, that really is the key to making money in show business. You got to die. You have to fucking off. Like Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
He said, "You know what looked good on this wall? Me."
Well, let me tell. My luck is I'll be famous. I forgot what I was going to say. Keep talking. I'm at that age where I'm getting senile. The drugs hit you about 7 o'clock and they don't wear off till the morning.
That's the bad
I'm about
part.
that.
Have you ever had shows where one of your dancers and singers were drunk?
Yes.
All the time, probably. It's Vegas. I'll tell you this. Let me tell you this. My waitress tonight couldn't even fucking talk. She was so drunk.
In my show?
Swear to God.
Possibly.
Do you remember our wait? Don't say her name, but we'll tell you off the air.
Okay.
But absolute fall down, and it had to have been a pill combo the way she was. Talk like Liza.
Maybe it was a pill combo.
It was amazing. It was astounding.
I've sent my assistants in the back room and had said, "Go smell his Coke," right? Of different people. His Coca-Cola or his Pepsi, whatever they're drinking.
Yeah, whoever's sponsoring the podcast this week. Pepsi Max, brought to you by...
No, I believe that because I have insurances, I want to make sure they're not. So, and I'm like the Marie Osmond of show business. I don't drink at all, zero. I've never even tried a drug. I'm like totally straight all the time. Could you imagine me on drugs? I would be no good to live with.
Well, they say people that don't ever do drugs, they really enjoy life the way it is. And people that take drugs, like I used to take a lot and drink a lot, and then I had to stop because I couldn't stop. Okay. But they say that people that do it, it's because they don't like the world the way it is. But me,
none of us like the world the way it is.
I just like getting fucked up.
Some of us just put up with it.
That's right.
See, and I get nasty, as you can see in the corner, that I didn't even know you were coming in here. But we have hard hats for the assistants, rhinestone and pink ones, but hard hats.
Because you throw things at them. How do you get toddlers and tiara? Oh, so you didn't hook up with the guy?
I didn't hook up.
And Patty Stanger has that no sex rule.
Right.
If I'm single and I'm on Millionaire Matchmaker,
I would have had sex with him.
I'm having sex with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it cost me. They really make you pay. Let me tell you, you got to fly the camera crews in. I wanted my date in Vegas. If I wanted it in Hawaii, I have to fly the whole crew to Hawaii.
And what is?
And before that, they make you with your lawyers. You have to give them bank statements and everything because there was that one show where the guy wasn't a millionaire. You have to give them actual proof, and they flew in and went to banks with me and stuff like that.
That's invasive. That's terrible.
The package was about 1.5 inches thick, and by the time I got done reading it, I owed them $10,000. It was amazing.
What's your favorite Real Housewives city?
2. I have 2 equal ones. Beverly
I'm gonna guess.
Hills.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Atlanta because of the wigs.
Yes, Atlanta.
Because of the wigs?
No, just because of I just love how they really get down.
Nene Leakes, she throws it down on Kim Zolciak. Yeah. How about Atlanta? 5 black women. The white woman's the one with the worst wig. Unbelieving.
And then when she took it off, she looked great.
Did I just say unbelieving? Unbelieving. Yeah, and she looks good without it.
Yeah, she looked really good.
It's absurd. And Beverly Hills. And your favorite is Lisa Vanderpump,
yes,
obviously.
Every gay guy loves her. When I was filming Millionaire, we went to eat in her restaurant, and I got out of the car, and she had just come back from Vegas, and she goes, "I know you." And I was like, oh, that's cool. But
how do you do toddlers and tiaras? How do you get hooked up with this?
So they asked me to do a pageant.
Who's they?
A friend married in Las Vegas. Oh, you could, but it's not legal.
You can't have a same-sex marriage?
Mm-mm.
It's just fucking absurd to me. Do you have a...
They let Liza do it. That's the only one.
Did David Guest?
Right.
Oh, my God. Nobody...
Imagine
was anybody
her father
fooled?
was gay, her husband was gay.
And
No wonder she was mean to me.
What is it about?
She thought I was straight.
There's some gay celebrities that we won't be able to name because we will get our fucking balls sued.
Really? I think the gay people did a regular person before she was a celebrity. I forget how long I'm here that these are before these people were stars.
She was in the audience.
She just knew of me. So when they needed a drag queen, she knew to call me. Just David Hasselhoff called me to be on Baywatch. I never had to audition for a job because these people just saw this Vegas show and remembered when they said, let's use a drag queen for this scene. That would be funny. Blah, blah, blah. So I forget how long I'm here that so many people, before they were famous, may have come with their husbands, wives, or girlfriends to the show.
David Hasselhoff tried to fuck me in an El Torito once.
Well, you do this. I think the gay people take all the nice-looking people and want to put them on their team. You know?
Brad Pitt?
Yeah, you don't see them all
girlfriend.
over. I was going to say person, and then I realized that person's gay.
Frank Sinatra Jr., honey, he's one of ours.
That's right. And you know, it's really funny, like, when you say names like that, I forget I got to meet Frank Sinatra, which is weird now. Or I got on a lot of TV shows, sitcoms, because I make it up, like Fran Drescher and The Nanny. She was in my show just...
Love it. You really love Vegas.
It.
You like Pahrump. You like Henderson.
No, I don't like Pahrump.
You like Zizix.
I like Henderson, Green Valley.
So you
What's
really...
Zizix?
It's just some road when you drive here from... Well, you've been here a long time. If you drive here from L.A., it says it's Zizix Road. Z-Z-Y-X... Is that right? Z-Z-Y-Z-X.
Well, what the hell are you driving for? All your money. You don't have a private plane yet?
All my money. Shit. Are you married?
Am I married?
Yeah. Can you get married in Las Vegas,
You can't
Nevada? Or would you talk to like a lieutenant who would like run it up to mob flagpole?
I would go to I would go to the owner of the hotel direct, and everybody would get mad at me that I just cut the line. But it was a lot easier.
What would you be doing if you weren't doing a drag show in Las Vegas, being a multi-millionaire, building a $10 million house overlooking a lake without
I would
fish
rather
in
be
it?
an entertainer in Vegas because I love Vegas, and I'd have to be the mayor here if I wasn't an entertainer. But I would rather be a mailman or a car salesman or something in Vegas before I did anything else anywhere else.
So